Hello, all you wonderful people. My name is Jess. This is Key Tarot. This is going to be a real quick general reading. I don't know what it's going to be about. I don't know who it's going to be for, but it will most likely be for one or two or lots of you. We'll see. Let's say a quick blessing and we'll find out together, all right? Holy Spirit, thank you for being with us here today and in every breath that we take. We ask that these messages be received by those who are meant to hear them. Amen. I'm going to start with this Star Power Tarot. It's kind of a lot. Okay. All right, so somebody here is ready for a change. They're ready for something new. It's taken them a while to figure out what they wanted to do. Some of you may be separated from someone in a love relationship. I see 1:44 on the clock across the room from me. That may be of significance to some of you. I have the Four of Swords right there. That's a time of separation for someone. I have that Page of Pentacles that comes out on its side. And as a reader, for me, anytime I get cards that come out on their sides, that tells me that you are going to have to be in charge of the one who decides whether to turn it into the upright or into the reverse. Page of Pentacles is someone who's starting out in life. I always think of it as the freshman in college card, but you may be someone who is just contemplating whether you can manage a new beginning in your life. I feel like you're separated from someone, and I do feel like you're ready for a change with that Ace of Wands right there. I have the Ten of Wands that comes out here on its side. I feel like I'm reading for someone that's saying, I can't do it anymore. I can't keep up with this anymore. I can't keep pretending anymore, or I can't keep living like this anymore. Bottom of the deck, I have the Two of Swords. And I have the Queen of Swords under that, with the Eight of Swords under that. Two of Swords is all about having to make a difficult decision. You may have been wrestling with yourself over this for quite some time. That Queen of Swords energy, that's someone who finally has seen the truth, and it's time to tell the truth. And it may not be an easy truth to communicate. That Eight of Swords is someone who's been procrastinating this for a while. Someone who maybe hasn't been having the conversation that they need to have with someone, but it feels like it's time. I feel like you are already separated from this person, either physically, emotionally, mentally, in any way, and I feel like you've been going through this for a while. And every day it feels like it's gotten harder and harder and harder to live like this. And I think you're finally ready. Anything else you want to say with this deck before I clarify? Yeah, I have the Tower card. That's Scorpionic energy. That's someone who says, there's going to be a difficult change. There's going to be a lot. It's going to be a major change in your life. And the Tower card, though, once the Tower card is hit, once the Tower is hit, it's usually shown with lightning striking a tower, right, in a traditional deck. You know that you can't stay there anymore. Either you have to rebuild there with a stronger foundation, or you have to move on. Yeah, and I feel like you're ready for this. Whoever you're dealing with here, and it does feel like some kind of a partnership. I don't know if it's a romantic relationship or if it's a platonic relationship. I'm not sure, but it feels like you haven't been close for a while. You haven't been talking to each other for a while, and you both, one or the other of you, have a lot of boundaries and walls up around yourself because you're tired of fighting the same fights, having the same arguments every day. And I feel like you're ready. You don't want this anymore. Yeah. Honestly, I think your friends and your family are going to be quite happy to hear that you've made this change. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I've got the Moon that was sticking to the table there. That Moon is Cancerian energy. That's someone who's suppressed a lot of emotions. I've got the Six of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You may have to physically relocate or find a new place to be. Yep, that is not easy. You're not wrong, but there's been a lot of stress and a lot of anxiety surrounding this, possibly sleepless nights, possibly tossing and turning, walking the floor, not being able to sleep. And it feels like it's time for a conversation with that Knight of Swords. Oh my goodness, all of a sudden my nose is starting to run. We got a lot of allergies out there, y'all, kids. And that's why my voice is a little bit froggy still, I think, and super itchy. This is going to be an overwhelming time for you. And I think it has been an emotionally overwhelming time for you. Making changes like this, not easy, not at all. So don't be upset with yourself for staying in this situation as long as you have. Just trying to work out the A, B, and C of how to make this transition work for you. Not an easy thing. So go easy on yourself and understand that anyone in this situation, whatever it is, would be feeling the same way as you. So don't beat yourself up about staying as long as you have. Just know that right now you're probably ready to make this change, because with that Ace of Wands energy behind you, it's like propelling you forward. It's pushing you forward. And there are better things ahead for you. I feel like you were meant to experience this partnership, this relationship, whatever it is. You were meant to have this experience. You didn't make a mistake. You didn't do anything wrong getting yourself into this, but it's kind of run out its time. Okay. And I feel like you felt this way for a while. I feel like I'm reading for a masculine energy here. Could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I've got Scorpio here. I've got Cancer here. Possibly an air sign as well, but it doesn't really matter. If this is your reading, it's your reading. I feel like you've been feeling this way for a while and you haven't been honest. That's okay. Sometimes it's hard to have those conversations because you don't want to hurt anybody. I feel like I'm reading for someone who's really kind, very loving, very giving. And those kinds of conversations are pretty darn difficult. Especially with that Nine of Wands and that Eight of Swords. You've definitely been procrastinating this. Tell me more. You got the Devil on here. Shoot. The Devil is Capricorn energy, but that's someone who may be dealing with addiction issues, mental health issues, or this could have just been a situation that you chained yourself to inadvertently, and it's difficult to get out of. You may be dealing with someone who has some mental health issues or some addiction issues, and it's gotten to be too much for you to have to deal with on a daily basis. I think you have spent enough time here to know that it's not changing and it's not improving. And I feel like you've given it enough time. And I feel like I'm reading for someone who's turned over every stone, and you've gone to counseling or you've asked for advice from everyone that you can think of. I feel like you have done the work that you can do, and there's really not much you can do at this point other than get yourself out. I know you've battled with this a lot. This person may be a soulmate in your life. This may be someone that you've spent a lot of years with. And that's okay. But what we say about soulmates, and that's the Six of Cups right there, a season, a reason, or a lifetime. Okay. I feel like this relationship, whatever it is, has kind of run its course. And it's time for something new with the Page of Pentacles again. Time to have a conversation. And there's the Tower again. Again, Scorpionic energy with the Fool. Okay. That Tower out there twice tells me something has recently come to light, or it's about to in the next couple of days, that tells you you cannot stay here any longer. You got to make a change, and it feels like this is the right time to make this change. All right, it's time to dive down that rabbit hole. The only scary thing is you don't know what's on the other side, and it's time to have an honest conversation. You got the Four of Cups again. You've seen this for a long time, and you've known this was coming for a long time. Yep. You're anticipating an argument with this person. You're anticipating it being pretty stressful. Some of you may have to file legal paperwork in order to dissolve whatever this contractual agreement may be, whether it's in a love relationship or in a workplace dynamic. But it is time. I've got the Chariot card there again, Cancerian energy. It's time to make a change. It's time to go. And you guys are going to do much better on your own than you think you are. This Nine of Pentacles is the minor arcana of the Empress, but it's someone who's extremely independent, usually someone who's quite single and someone who's very capable. Yes, you can. You can do this. I promise you, you can. I know it's not easy, and I feel like you've been juggling these feelings for a while, but you've seen what you need to see. The only thing that's kept you from moving forward is fear, and the fear of having to have this conversation, the fear of the high drama that's going to come from that. It's time to deliver whatever paperwork you need to deliver, or to have this difficult conversation, because you can't do it anymore with the Ten of Wands again. And there's the Ace of Wands again. Yeah. And quite honestly, the other person, whoever else is involved in this situation, it's going to be a relief for both of you to get out of this, to move on from this, and to start that process, one foot in front of the other, of letting go of this. All right? All right, that was your reading for today. Thank you guys very much for letting me read your cards for you. I love you all very much. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.